Hello, everyone, and welcome to Tuesday Night Legacy, presented by Spellhold Games. My name is Eugene. Let's get right to it. We have round 3 here of December 28th, 2021. This is UR Delver versus Storm Ad Nauseam Tendrils. UR Delver is primarily a tempo deck, using cards like Ragavan the Nimble Pilferer, heartwarmingly referred to as Ravioli at our store. It is potentially the best card in Legacy right now, if not all of the formats that he's legal in, but only time will tell if that's true. The UR Delver player is looking to create massive advantage by hitting with Ragavan and things like Murktide Regent and the Dragon's Rage Channeler, and sometimes Delver of Secrets. Using tempo moves with Daze and Force of Will will keep them on top until the opponent is just too many steps behind to close out the game. On the other hand, Jack is on Ad Nauseam Tendrils. This is the first combo deck that we've seen of the evening. Oh, there goes an Ad Nauseam. Well, it doesn't look like the Delver player is going to be picking that up, but we will see what happens here. 2 damage, a treasure used, a wasteland played, and 1 mana for a Dragon's Rage Channeler. A very good start for the Delver player. Jack is going to try and win primarily through a combo of playing several cantrips and spells that gain additional mana, and then finishing out the game with Tendrils of Agony, which is a spell that for every spell that has been played drains the opponent of 2 life and gains the player 2 life as well. So if you play more than I believe it is 10 spells, that's 20 life, and that would end the game on the spot. So typically you don't see a ton of action from the Storm player until they decide that it is time to go off. So we've seen a Chrome Mox, a Lotus Petal, and a Lion's Eye Diamond. That's 3 0-mana spells this turn. It kind of seems like Jack is going to try and make something happen here. The only land he has is a Verdant Catacombs, sitting around. Now, the UR Delver player is not technically dead on board with the counter magic of Daze and Force of Will. There's a lot of things that can be dazed and forced before the actual Storm card is played. Forcing the or countering the Storm card is usually pointless, as it puts that many spells onto the stack, so you'd only be countering the first one and the other 9 would still resolve. So you want to be a little bit proactive and stop maybe the fetching spell that gets them the Storm spell or something like that. All right, goes for a Bayou. Oh, nope. Decided that it was going to be an Underground Sea instead. 2 mana, that's a Burning Wish. Burning Wish is a spell that gets you any 1 instant or sorcery from your sideboard. Looks like Michael's thinking about it. Decides to brainstorm with the treasure that he had created off of Ragavan. Always a fun card to resolve. You never know how long a blue player is going to play Brainstorm. Oh, he found the Force of Will, and that is going to get the Burning Wish. That was a good target. It kind of stops Jack in his tracks, trying to storm off there, and he doesn't have the target that he wanted to get. So we go to Delver's turn. Counting the cards in graveyard. Usually that's a pretty good sign that a Murktide Regent is in the future here, or maybe he's counting for Delirium for his Dragon's Rage Channeler. This card is just a 1/1 when it first comes into the battlefield, but if you have Delirium, 4 different permanent types in your graveyard, then it gets +2/+2 and gains flying. And it comes with a stapled ability of Surveil 1 every time you cast a non-creature spell. And that is how the Lightning Bolt went into the grave earlier in that turn. So a hefty amount of damage being presented on the field. If Storm wants to close out this game, they're going to have to do so pretty quickly. I'm not entirely certain what the life totals are, as they are not using the dice right now. But if that life total pad in the top left corner is any indicator, it looks like Jack may be at 13 right now. All right, Jack resolving a Brainstorm, thinking about it a little bit more. It's usually extremely important that Brainstorms resolve in the way that they need to. Games can be lost on a bad Brainstorm. Thinking about it, it's got 1, 2, 5 mana available. But if he does crack that Lion's Eye Diamond, he will lose all the cards in his hand. But that is sometimes an advantage when he's attempting to cast cards like Infernal Tutor with that on the stack and being able to crack Lion's Eye Diamond and allows him to go and get any card out of his deck. But we will see. All right, we've got a lot of mana or a lot of damage coming here. It looks like that's 8 damage. Ragavan hits the Lion's Eye Diamond, a free 3 mana. Not nearly as good for the Delver player as they don't have any way to manipulate their hand to make the Lion's Eye Diamond mana worthwhile. Not a ton going on for Michael there, playing a Ragavan to have a untapped Ragavan. 1 card in hand. I'm not sure if it was really worth it to maybe bluff a Force of Will check, but maybe that's not where he wants to be right now. All right, looks like we have Polluted Delta coming into play. Thinking about a play here for Storm. If he didn't have anything, he probably wouldn't be pausing as often as he is. Cracking the land, getting a tropical island. I will say that we are working on the glare for next week, so sorry about that. With 2 mana, sacking the Lotus Petal, casts an unknown card. I'm going to say with him counting his graveyard, it's probably Cabal Ritual. Yes, it is indeed. So he's getting 5 black mana. He's taking out the Wizard. This is how he keeps track of his storm count. So he's cast Cabal Ritual. Casting Burning Wish. Pitching... or he's cracking his Lion's Eye Diamond with that on the stack, so he has the mana. That ability will resolve, and oh my goodness, he will grab Peer into the Depths. This card allows him to draw half of his library and lose half of his life, rounded up. So, I believe when I was watching this video at normal speed, he counted out 22 cards, and so I think he's going to do that on camera right now. A fantastic hit off of a Burning Wish, especially if you have the mana to cast it. It's basically a guaranteed almost a guaranteed victory. The stats on that are just astronomically low to have 0 hits. This is almost like Grizzlebranding 3 times and not finding what you need to for a show and tell match. Okay, he casts all of his 0 mana spells. I think he's got the Ad Nauseam right there. He's got the Past in Flames and the Tendrils of Agony. He shows them to Michael, and Michael scoops from that because Past in Flames will allow him to cast everything from his graveyard with Flashback, and Ad Nauseam or Tendrils of Agony cast for more than 10. That's way more than 20 damage. So we are here in game 2 with Storm up a game. Going right into Chrome Mox, Lotus Petal, Dark Ritual, Cabal Ritual, Lion's Eye Diamond, Empty the Warrens. My goodness, that's a turn 1 play. Counting all the spells on the stack, that is 7. So Jack will have 14 Dolphins here. Empty the Warrens is a 4 mana spell that says that you create 2 1/1 goblins with Storm. So with 7 on the stack, that's 14 goblins. Turn 2, that's a scoop, and I believe that's game 2, and that'll do it here for our round 3. Hope you all enjoyed it, and we will see you soon for round 4. Thanks.